Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. Just this morning, I am so busy about cleaning the surroundings, and you will see that in this garden that we have, a little garden, we can see the most beautiful flowers that have several colors. I mean, there are red, there are orange, there are white. And as you look around, I am so amazed by the God's creation about these flowers that we can see right here. And this is not the main topic that I would like to say, but I have, as I pluck out the weeds of these gardens, it reflects, I had some reflection that it can also be compared to our inner being, ourselves. Because sometimes there are weeds in us. Maybe we are prone to get very angry, that's a weed. And we have so little patience, that's a weed in us. But there is something good in us that sometimes are overtaken by the weeds. That's why we have to be very conscious about this so that we will not be succumbed to the bad attitudes that we have deep inside. So we have to be very conscious, and from time to time, let us have an introspection about how to get rid of the weeds that's in us. Well, human nature would tell us that we have some shortcomings and we have some like negative attitudes that we have to be conscious about. So you will see that I'm getting or plucking out the weeds in order to make this garden look very beautiful. So the main topic that I would like to tell you now is which is more profitable. Raising tropical fish like these flower horns, like this goldfish, aquarium fish for that matter. Raising tropical fish, raising rabbits, raising chickens, and raising birds. So we will discuss one by one. If you will raise your tropical fish, your profit will become unlimited. Why? Because there is no standard price. It depends upon the quality of fish that you can produce. So if you can produce high quality fish, that would mean high quality standard, and that would mean high profit. So raising tropical fish is one of the most, shall we say, profitable endeavor that you can do in your backyard. And another thing that I would like to tell you is about raising rabbits. Well, the market of rabbits are actually surging up, especially now that many people have learned to eat rabbits as a delicacy. And this is the good source of meat because it has low cholesterol. Well, no question about that. We can do a lot of research telling us that eating rabbit meats is really good for our health. So, is it profitable? My answer is yes, because we are not buying much of this food. Yesterday I went to, the surroundings and gathered all these grasses, and that would be enough for the food for the day of the rabbits without spending a single penny. So compared to raising fish and raising rabbits, I would like to say that raising rabbits can also be comparable to raising tropical fish. Although that raising tropical fish will entail much of your focus and attention because you cannot be able to produce them or breed them without the focus. Like what happened here in our flower horn garden, our flower horn backyard. We are trying our best to regulate the temperature of the water. That's why I am lowering down the water because I can see that it's not good for our breeder. Flower horn. That's why you will see that it's quite hot. With the heater, of course, I know that it can recover. So the focus that we needed in tropical fish breeding is much more higher compared to breeding our rabbits. Well, we will go to the birds. Well, the birds are also very good, a good source of income. But it depends upon the kind of birds. Because if you will just settle on ordinary birds, then you will not also be able to sell them in or at a higher price. So if you have the capital, of course, you go for the high-end birds like the macaw, like this cockatoo, like this eclectus, and many more that are capable of talking. So this this bird breeding is actually very lucrative, only it needs much of your capital. Imagine, the pair of Macau will cost us around 200 pesos. I don't know if how we convert that in dollars. But I know that it's pricey, it's costly, and even the food that they're eating, the seeds that they're gonna eat in order to breed them. So, between the breeding of rabbits, tropical fish, the breeding of birds, the high-end birds is also very lucrative, but it needs a lot of your capital. So if you don't have this, you better settle for the birds and the rabbits. I mean, the tropical fish and the rabbits. And another thing about chickens. Well, with the four animals that I have mentioned, the chicken farming is one of the very critical. Why? Because these chickens can easily get the virus. So we have to undergo some process in order to prevent them from getting the virus. So we have to, from the chicks old, a day old, to until the time that you're gonna harvest, it entails a lot of your attention as well. And it entails a lot of your capital, especially that when they get sick. So when they get sick, it's a 50-50. So prevention is better than cure when it comes to chicken farming. So we have all of this. And the good thing about chicken for us is that we are able to sell them at a higher price because we are cooking this as our delicacy for the restaurant that we have here. And they they really appreciate the native chicken meat. We have so many recipes about this, and they said that it's really tasting good compared to the broiler chickens. To sum it up, I would like to say that fish breeding should be at the top. At the top, meaning that fish breeding, tropical fish breeding, and then you go for the rabbit breeding, and then the bird, and then the chicken. Well, the chickens have so many issues because the dung of these chickens are, emitting foul odors, and your neighborhood will, if you raise 100, 200 chickens, that will attract the fly, and our neighbors will complain to the village chieftain, the barangay, and these are the things that I don't really want to happen. But we're still maintaining this because just a minimal, dozens of it. It is control. I mean, you can control it. So I hope that I imparted you with some points that will make you realize all these things. And I've been receiving emails, I've been receiving this text messages saying that, you teach us how to do this and that. I'm so delighted and even, flattered to read comments such as like this. And I'm really very willing to, to teach people and to share my experiences that I have learned personally out of doing all these farming activities. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you will continue to like and share our videos. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, may I humbly ask you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell because we are uploading videos very regularly. Shout out to all subscribers and members of this channel. See you in the next vlog on here at Dexter's World.